according to your syllabus, the chapter number 4, that is the molecular basis of inheritance. So first question arises, what is the meaning of inheritance? Inheritance, that means the transmission of the characters, the transmission of the traits, that means the characters, from one generation to the next generation, that means from parent to their offsprings, or maybe from the parental cell to the daughter cells at the time of cell division. That is the inheritance. So the question arises, the inheritance of the traits which carried through some material, that means the genetic material, and the genetic material is the DNA, that means deoxyribonucleic acid. Last time in 11th standard we studied about the nucleic acids. What is the nucleic acid? The nucleic acid, that means the acidic compounds which present in the nucleoplasm of the nucleus, called as the nucleic acid. Particularly in eukaryotes it present in the nucleoplasm, and the genetic material present in prokaryotes in the cytoplasm or protoplasm of the microorganisms. So the acidic compounds present in the nucleus may be in eukaryotic nucleus or maybe in the prokaryotic nucleus, in the eukaryotes, that means the eukaryotes, that means the organisms in which the nucleus is present, called as eukaryotic nucleus. Prokaryotes, that means the organisms in which the prokaryotic nucleus is present. So in the nucleus, the acidic compound present called as the nucleic acids, and the types of the nucleic acids, which are particularly two main types as DNA and RNA. DNA, that means the deoxyribonucleic acid, and RNA, that means the ribonucleic acid. DNA is double stranded structure, while RNA is single stranded structure. DNA is the genetic material. So we will study it in 11th standard. I will only here revise in short, that is the DNA is the genetic material, while RNA is non-genetic material. So the DNA genetic material, RNA non-genetic material. Then again question arises, what is the genetic material means what? Or ultimately what are the functions of the nucleic acid? So the function of the nucleic acid, that means the DNA play as a genetic material and the RNA as non-genetic material, but which plays important role in the protein synthesis. The genetic material, that means what? The genetic material, that means which transmit the characters from one generation to the next, or from the parent to their offspring, or at the time of cell division from the parental cell to the daughter cells. Again, the another important function of the DNA, which regulates regulations, that means under the control of DNA. The DNA which regulates protein synthesis, which regulates protein synthesis. That means only regulation, not directly take part in the protein synthesis. While RNA which directly take part in the protein synthesis, that is the central dogma of the cell. The protein synthesis is one of the important process which get achieved in each cell and which is under the control of the DNA. The DNA which commands which type of protein is to be get synthesized with the help of the different types of RNAs. So which are the functions of the nucleic acids, and accordingly the DNA in prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Again the DNA in prokaryotes So first the meaning of the prokaryotes, you know the meaning of the prokaryote, that means that means protos, that means the primitive, and karyon, that means the nucleus. The primitive type of nucleus is present, and the primitive type of nucleus, that means only the circular DNA is present. The primitive nucleus, that means only the circular DNA is present. The circular DNA, again it is double stranded, but the double stranded circular type of DNA present in prokaryotes, like the typical example bacteria. While eukaryotes, that means true that means well developed, and karyon, that means the nucleus, well developed nucleus. And well developed nucleus, that means suppose here the eukaryotic cell, any particular cell, eukaryotic cell, in plant cell the cell wall, inside it the plasma membrane, inside it the cytoplasm, the fluid is present, that is the cytoplasm, and in the cytoplasm the main controlling center, that is the nucleus is present. So the nuclear membrane, and inside the nucleus, that is the semi-solid fluid called as nucleoplasm, and in the nucleoplasm the genetic material is present, that is the double stranded structure genetic material present in eukaryotes in the form of initially it is in the form of network, chromatin network, also termed as the chromatin network. So which one is the basic difference between the prokaryotes and eukaryotes? We will study it in 11th standard, but here only the some basic particular features about the prokaryotes and eukaryotes with their meanings. So this is about the basic information before starting the molecular basis of inheritance, and then we will directly start about the discovery of the DNA. In 1869, the cytologist work on the genetic material, and which one is the DNA. So the measure in 1869 work on it by using the white blood cells from the pus cells. The pus cells through the infected part, through the infection, the pus cells get collected. Why the pus cells collected, not other cells? Because in the pus cells, the WBCs, that means white blood cells, which are the main component, the large number of white blood cells which are present in the pus cells, and then the white blood cells through which the measure isolate some unique chemical substance, very particular specific chemical substance, and which termed as the nuclein. From the white blood cells, the particular chemical substance get isolated and it termed initially as nuclein. So the measure termed it as a nuclein. Then again the measure observed that the nuclein, which shows some acidic properties, and the nuclein shows acidic properties, and so later on the measure termed it as nucleic acid. So the multiple choice question may be asked. The initially in the discovery of DNA, the who work work on it. So initially in 1869 the measure worked on it. Again the multiple choice question may be asked by using type of cell, maybe WBCs, RBCs, platelets, plasma, etc. So the correct answer, that is the white blood cells. Again the question may be asked, multiple choice question, or maybe answer in one sentence. So initially the measure termed it as, that is the nuclein, and later on the basis of their properties, on the basis of the acidic properties, it termed as the nucleic acid. The nucleic acid, here we will revise that there are two types as the DNA and RNA. DNA is the genetic material, that means inheritance of the traits, that means transmit the characters, while RNA is the non-genetic material. The non-genetic material and the important role, which directly plays the important role in the protein synthesis, while the DNA only regulates the protein synthesis, only which gives the commands which type of protein is to be get synthesized now, and then RNA which take part in the protein synthesis to synthesize the particular type of protein. So this is about the discovery of the DNA as a genetic material. Then under the unit 4.2, that is the genetic material is DNA, the Griffith work on it. The DNA must be the genetic material, and the Griffith worked on it. Griffith, that is the Griffith, the scientist, the cytologist which performed the experiment, it termed as the Griffith experiment, and finally it concluded that there is some material, the Griffith termed it as a transforming principle, and which plays important role in the transmission of the characters. The Griffith performed experiment on Streptococcus pneumoniae, that means the Streptococcus, the one bacterium, and which shows the two different strains on the basis of their characteristic features. The Streptococcus is the Diplococcus type of bacterium. Coccus, that means spherical, and diplo, that means the two, Diplococcus, and the particular biological term, that is the Streptococcus type of bacterium, but which cause the pneumonia, and so the Streptococcus pneumoniae. The multiple choice question may be asked. The Griffith performed the experiment on, that is the, we have to write the correct answer, that is the Streptococcus pneumoniae, Streptococcus pneumoniae type of bacterium, which cause the disease pneumonia. And there are two strains of the bacterium as R strain bacteria and S strain bacteria. The R strain bacteria it indicates that the rough. The bacterium, it rough type of bacterium, maybe like this. So the rough bacterium, so it termed as, noted as capital R. So the R strain bacterium, because which are the rough bacteria. Again the another characteristic feature, non-capsulated type of bacterium, because here S strain type of bacterium, which are capsulated bacterium, and due to which it becomes smooth. S indicate here smooth. So the initial characteristic feature on the basis of their nature, that is the rough strain bacterium and smooth strain bacterium, ultimately the rough due to the non-capsulated, and here it becomes smooth because due to the capsule is present, the smooth capsule, so the capsulated bacterium. One more important characteristic feature, the R strain bacteria are non-pathogenic bacteria. So the question arises, what is the meaning of pathogenic? Pathogens. Pathogens, that means the microorganisms which causes diseases, called as pathogens. Here non-pathogenic, that means which cannot cause any disease, and so it termed as the non-pathogenic bacteria. While here S strain bacteria, which are the smooth capsulated bacteria, and another important typical characteristic feature, which are the pathogenic bacteria, and pathogenic, that means the disease causing bacteria. So the meaning of the pathogenic, which causes the disease, non-pathogenic, which cannot cause any disease, and here particularly it causes the disease pneumonia. S strain bacteria causes the disease pneumonia. Again the alternative term, non-pathogenic bacteria which are a virulent bacteria. So again there is an alternative term, non-pathogenic or a virulent bacteria. That means absent, that means not. Virulent, that means not cause the disease. So the alternative term, and here pathogenic, the alternative term virulent, that means which cause the disease pneumonia. Then the Griffith performed his experiment under 4 steps. The Griffith carried 4 different steps by using the different strains of the Streptococcus pneumoniae bacteria. So under which their experiment, under which the first step, the Griffith used the mice for his experiment, and in the mice the different strain bacteria get injected and the Griffith observed the result. The mice which remains in the live condition, that means the mice get survived or the mice get died by causing the disease pneumonia. So one by one, first mice. In the mice, the Griffith injected S strain bacteria. S strain bacteria, here the important characteristic feature, that means the pathogenic bacteria, that means the virulent bacteria. The pathogenic or the virulent bacteria, that means it must be called the disease pneumonia, and so here the mice cause pneumonia and get died. Then the second step, in the mice, the Griffith injected R strain bacteria. The R strain bacteria, that means non-pathogenic or the avirulent bacteria. And the avirulent or non-pathogenic bacteria which cannot cause any disease, and so the mice get survived. Cannot cause any disease, not caused by the pneumonia, and so the mice get survived. Then the third step, you can understand here, very simple. As if the S strain bacteria get injected, which are the virulent or pathogenic, due to which the mice get caused by the disease pneumonia and get died. But as if the R strain bacteria get injected in the mice, which are the non-pathogenic or avirulent, and due to which here the mice get survived without causing any disease like pneumonia. Then the third step, the Griffith injected heat-killed S strain bacteria. So in the first step, here also the S strain bacteria get injected, but which are the live bacteria. In the third step also the S strain bacteria get injected, but which are the heat killed S strain bacteria, heat killed. And due to which the result here, the mice get survived, remains live without causing any disease pneumonia, which remains live, because maybe as if here the S strain bacteria are pathogenic, but due to the heat killed, which cannot cause the disease pneumonia. And the fourth step, somewhat the puzzling one, Griffith injected in the mice, the Griffith injected, see here the second step and the third step. So the Griffith injected simultaneously, according to second and third step, simultaneously the R strain bacteria and heat killed S strain bacteria. Both get injected at the same time in the mice, and then observe the result, and the result somewhat the puzzling one. See here, separately as if the R strain bacteria injected, the mice get survived. Separately as if the heat killed S strain bacteria get injected, the mice remains survived. But as if both R strain and heat killed S strain bacteria get injected, then the result somewhat get puzzling. The mice which caused by the disease pneumonia and get died here. And then later on, the fourth step, the Griffith performed the later work on it. On the fourth step, the Griffith collect the material, the blood from the mice which are get used in the fourth step, which get died by causing the disease pneumonia, and from the blood sample of the mice, the Griffith observed that. So here the fourth step, mice R strain bacteria and heat killed S strain bacteria get injected, and the result here, the mice get died by causing the disease pneumonia. So from the mice, the Griffith collected blood sample and observed that in the blood sample there are S strain bacteria are present. That means the R strain bacteria get converted into the S strain bacteria due to some material which get transferred from the heat killed bacteria. Listen here again. So here in the mice there are R strain bacteria in live condition. After performing the experiment, in the blood sample there are S strain bacteria. That means the R strain bacteria get converted into the S strain bacteria. That means some material which get transferred from the heat killed S strain bacteria and due to which the R strain bacteria get converted into the S strain bacteria, and the Griffith cannot conclude it, but only termed as the some material which get transfers the R strain bacteria into the S strain bacteria, it termed as the transforming principle. Some transforming principle, some material. The Griffith termed it as a transforming principle which transfers R strain bacteria into the S strain bacteria, and the process, that is the process it termed as, ही जी process झालेली आहे, it termed as the process of transformation. So the R strain bacteria which get transformed into the S strain bacteria with the help of some transforming principle, the transforming principle from the heat killed S strain bacteria, and due to which here the S strain bacteria, which are the live bacteria, and the characteristic feature of the S strain bacteria, that is the pathogenic or the virulent, and due to which here the mice get caused by the disease pneumonia and get died here in the fourth step. That is the Griffith experiment. So the Griffith some partially concluded that some material get transformed which carries some characteristic feature, but the Griffith cannot conclude what is it. It is DNA or another some chemical material, and he termed it as a transforming principle. And later on again the Avery, McCarty or the MacLeod work further on the Griffith experiment, and later on finally get concluded the transforming principle must be the genetic material, and the genetic material is the DNA. So the next experiment will start in the next lecture, that is the Avery, McCarthy and MacLeod experiment.